Hey everybody, this is Grace, and in this video I'm going to talk about self-care, and this time it is going to be about exercise. Again, I have some videos up about exercise that I'm not going to repeat everything, maybe just a little bit, you know, for the background. But also, it's about after abuse, and well, for me, it was a stalker, and I have a video or videos mentioning him. The second video, I think, of the old ones I had, the second video up is about him, and usually, well, my video is usually around 7 minutes or less, but that one, it's 27 minutes. Yeah, and it tells a bunch of the story about this stalker guy. His name was Steven. But what the connection here for this video is that after Steven, and I would say that probably, it was I'd say around 2010 or maybe a little bit earlier, I stopped exercising. What was going on in my head, I don't know, but with Steven, when I was dating Steven, before he became a stalker, I did a lot of exercise with him. We went, you know, hiking, walking, fishing. We'd go out to fishing barges, and you know, that was the first time in many years I'd done that. But you know, different kinds of things that involved a lot of exercise. And at some point, I think when, you know, probably around the time that he became a stalker, you know, stalking me, I stopped, like I said. And for some reason I hadn't picked it up until, again, recently. You know, like this, since December, I think. Can I not be right on that? I don't know, because I do know around the middle of January, I went to see my nurse practitioner, the one that I actually like, and she's my age, around my age, and whatever she said to me, I can't even recall exactly, but it pushed this in me to take better care of myself. You know, that helped do it, but there was also the fact that around the holidays, around the end of December, the crazy neighbor woman, the whole family, her and her whole family, they moved so I could walk the dogs again in the neighborhood. But as it turns out, the dogs, after so long not, you know, walking, they're big dogs, and they don't appreciate the neighbors, and you know, they're very protective. So I've decided not to walk them anymore, so that, you know, the neighborhood cuts that out. And there is this whole thing about a bobcats loose and going around, not loose, but going around in this suburb. And yeah, okay, the bobcats in the suburb. And this morning I listened to the sound of what a bobcat sounds like, and you know, more than one little video clip. And yeah, that's what I heard the next day. I think it was that day or the next day that after Adam told me about that. And yeah, so anyway, I have been looking for places to walk where people are, where it's not too many, you know, trees, and places where bobcats, and we have coyotes out there and all that, you know, could hide. I do have a cane with me, that's C-A-N-E. I asked Adam about where his was when he had fallen down one time, and we had to buy a cane just for a few days or so. And he told me where I could probably find it, and I found it. We had two, I think. I don't know where the other one would be. But I found that, and I brought the cane in case, you know, like a crazy wild animal, you know, feral animal. And, or two-legged animals. But no, now, to get to this place. Anyway, this is the place I found. And I have been out here, I've driven around it. This just where you park. Never been in until recently, like last week. Anyway, it looks old. It looks like you know, an old style, but it is new. I don't know if it's a year or two, somewhere around there, old. It was built, but it does have that kind of look, you know, that was like in the 70s to me. That's how it seems to me. But anyway, it's a nature preserve. And inside that building, I've been in there finally. You know, I took Adam in there the other day. But inside of it is, I guess they have places where people can have weddings and meetings and all kinds of things like that. But it's got it's really neat in this bigger part right here. I've been down the other hall too. but it has like a holographic table where you can find out all kinds of information about the preserve. And it's very neat. But they also have behind it, I'll show some pictures, a lake, and I don't know if it's a human-made lake. I'm not going to say man-made, human-made lake. Ducks. We saw a crane out there, and you know, as in a bird crane. And it's neat. But this is where I'm going to start walking, but I'm going to build up, and that's another part of the story. Now this part, after Stephen, I had all kinds of clues that, hello, get back to exercising. It's mainly walking, mainly my legs. Okay. Upper leg, my one ankle, but I had fallen before when I was with Stephen, fell on some big boulders, big gray rocks, but big boulders, and really busted up my left side, broke some ribs, broke a bruise. I went to, yeah, that's a long story. But anyway, and I stopped. I stopped exercising at some point during that. And like I said, I had the clues, like muscle atrophy. And I think in 2010, I remember I went a couple times with one of my sisters grocery shopping. And I'm not talking about a big place. I'm not talking about being in there for a long while. But we were just walking around buying groceries, and I would have to lean up against the shopping cart because my legs hurt, and I would be, sweating really bad. I was in pain, and yeah, just from the grocery store. And that happened twice, and it goes on and on. But I had all these warning signs that, hello, what are you doing to yourself here? But it wasn't until recently, and I think it's because making these videos about, abuse, toxic people, narcissistic, toxic people, sociopaths, this kind of thing, making these videos has made it really come to my head, come to my mind. Hello, wake up, smell the coffee kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go in there and see if anybody's back behind it, where the lake is, walking around. I'm going to try to find when people are there more. I went out there yesterday with by myself in the morning, and it was a weekend, so yeah, people were there. It was Sunday, and people were walking around, and some had their dogs, so that feels safer to me when people are out for more than reason just than bobcats and coyotes. But also there later on, I went back with Adam and to show him the place, and there were people out there still. Like I said, weekend. I don't know when it's going to be during the week. I don't see anybody that would be, it's probably too early Monday morning. They just opened. So you don't have to, somebody doesn't have to be here for you to walk around, of course, but to go inside there, they need to be there. And I also found another place that I can walk. It's down in another town. But anyway, this one wouldn't be triggering, like one of my videos wouldn't be triggering me to have a panic attack like I did the last time I went to a lake at the other place. Not the one I'm going to go to. I'm not going to go to that one. But yeah, that panic attack walking across that bridge, it was so, where did that come from, kind of thing. But that place was one that triggered memories about Stephen the Stalker, yeah. Okay, this video is probably going to be a lot longer than my usual, but so I'll go in there and take some pictures and put it on a different video or something. But this is enough for this one for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.